It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching.
Come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from Ford Field. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He's going to have a Bears first down as he gets this up to the 42. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be 2nd down.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Chicago.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
1st and 10. Now Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Right back to Moore, another grab. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Throw it again. It's Williams. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bears. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Detroit.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Montez Sweat there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. Like you see here, when you can get good protection and your receivers can get open and find those open spots, you deliver the ball on time. There's a lot of room to operate.
Here's 2nd and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. Throwing, Goff. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Quickly, they get it into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught by Gibbs. A gain there of 11. Good for a Lions 1st down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. But what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. It's 2nd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
This one caught by Patrick. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That one taken in. Amon-Ra, safe ground. Touchdown, Detroit.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Duvernay on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bears offense ready now for their second drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Second down and 8. Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
Wow, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their second possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City. On 1st down, it's Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Here's Gibbs. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Well, if you're going to run the ball in the middle of this defensive line, you better block the big man in the middle, Mike. What a great job not only defeating his blocks, but being able to penetrate enough to take the ball carrier down for a loss. That is a great play by the big man inside.
Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is going to be out of bounds. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. From the gun, it's Goff. And he's in. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. A play fake, And they'll throw with Williams. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. There goes Swift, 1st down and more. That's 17 yards, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Quickly to the outside and complete. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Give up the middle with Swift. And he's in! DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. Whoa. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Quick throw here is complete. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this out wide. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard. On the ground, it's the tight end. To take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on first down. That's a short one caught by Laporta. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, his quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Now Goff. To the goal line and in. Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense, just turned out to be a better throw.
That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Here's Torrey Taylor now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Second down and 3. To throw is Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on second down. Goff. Down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Throwing, Goff. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead as we send you down to Orlando.
A 3-touchdown half, and he may just be getting started.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. A run here with Gibbs. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Third down, 3 to go. Goff. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Here's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing here is Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Goff. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. Team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. Scott now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense and DeAndre Swift set to get going again. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Another run here, another run by Swift. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On the give, it's Swift. There goes Swift, first down and more. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
One more time, they try Swift. And he's into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears are able to cut the deficit to 10. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in 3rd and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off, and he picks up a big gain and converts the first down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Now Gibbs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. Patrick motioning here. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense. Still first down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Now, Goff. This one caught by Pat. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bears have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. Automatic first down.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got room at the 30. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Bears first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's a 2nd and 9. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On the ground, it's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards.
A gain of 7, and the Bears first down.
They'll go again with Swift. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They will run it over center with Swift. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try to run with Swift. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Swift, and he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against a wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here's 1st and 10. Swift gets it from the pistol. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Give up the middle with Swift. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
It is caught left side by St. Brown. Third and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Goff. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Patrick motioning here. On 2nd down, Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. Goff to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. And he's got another one. Amon-Ra St. Brown Touchdown, Detroit. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll drop to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. The sound deafening in the dome. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now, first and goal. Williams to the air once more. Intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. They hand it to Gibbs. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Here's Gibbs. Here's the Lions punt team now. as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Darnell Wright, guilty that time. Here's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now on 2nd and long. Williams. He's going to let this one go deep. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.